welcome to the horror game of which we are about to play of Which Daisies Are Real? Welcome.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
What?
Well, daisies.
Welcome.
This one's real.
Yeah, that one is real. I have marked it with a pink dot. I have hidden the other ones, which you cannot see. Welcome to the psychological horror game that is gonna be D&D with Daz. How this is going to work is that, you know, some of these daisies are real daisies, and some of them are the awakened daisies, which are trying to eat you guys. If you should attack a fake daisy, I'll make it, or if you step on it, and you step on a fake daisy, and they're just regular daisies, I'll take it off of the map. But should you attack or step on a daisy, which is real, it's gonna be revealed, and yeah, bad things may happen if you step on them.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna have some fun this morning. So I'm gonna ask Gemini, what is your initiative? Again,
9.
9. Oh boy. All right. Well, with that, welcome to, and we're gonna start our psychological horror game that is Dungeons and Dragons today. As at the top of the round, the daisies do get to go first. As the Wait, can I get these in order, please? Can we get these in order? What's happening here? Can we get these in order? There we go. All right, with that, the top of the round, the daisies are going to go first. As I said, you guys did see Agamemnon get these daisies, these roots wrapped around Agamemnon and pulled him underneath the daisies. He is now covered. All you see now is just the field of daisies. No longer do you see a blue dragon standing there. And with that, with it being the daisy's turn, I will say, Agamemnon, we're gonna start with you as you're laying, like, you're restrained. You're restrained. You're gotta check all my notes, gotta check everything. I think you just, oh yeah, you're prone. Yeah, you're prone and you're restrained as you are now laying down on the ground, strapped down to the ground, and you feel all of these like weird little small root vines latching onto you and trying to seep into your skin as you then, at the top of the daisy's turn, begin to feel it to burn away at your dragon hide as it begins to try to overwhelm and consume you.
Nice.
And you get to take... and you're going to take 14 points of acid damage at the top of the
Casually moving on from that
comment. Go ahead and mark. You do take 14 points of acid damage at the start of the daisy's turn as it tries to decompose your body and consume you. It's basically eat you for fodder. But with that is going to be that daisy's turn. The rest. Wait, what's your question?
Just to casually decompose and eat you.
Yeah.
As you're alive.
Yeah, it's gonna casually decompose and eat you while you're still alive. Yes, I am gonna now turn on Fog of War. As I want everybody to take a really, really, really good look at where all the daisies are at right now. You get 2 seconds. You get 1.
No.
2. And we're gonna enable Fog of War. For just...
Well, now we're blind.
And now you're, enabling Fog of War for just a moment. As I get to do a little fun, like I said, we're gonna play like a nice little fun game. Where which ones are the real ones? And you feel, like I said, all of you see the daisies then all begin to move as this there's wind here, as if a little bit of a breeze is coming through, but you feel no wind. You just see all of the daisies begin to just kind of shift a little bit, almost as if the vine system underneath them is tickling their plant-like nervous systems and making them all sway a little bit. And Fog of War is now, that's going to be the daisies' turns are over, and we're just going to, oh, wait, I forgot to, hang on. Daisy turns are over, and we're about to reveal some stuff. About to reveal some things. What is happening? Yep, it's okay. It's fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Nobody worry. Everybody's fine. Here we go. I want to make sure I take off the right ones here. All right. Like I said, we're going to play a nice little game of Did You Guys Remember? Where all the daisies were. And we're back. And with that, it is going to be the end of the daisy's turn. And it's going to be Agamemnon. It is now your turn, Agamemnon, at the top of the round. You feel the acid beginning to burn into your system as you feel these daisies trying to melt to then consume your body. They're trying to acid can melt your body to then be able to consume you. But it is your turn. You are restrained. And just as a reminder to you, because it's been a little bit since we've had this come up in combat. So with the restrained action, it means your speed is 0. You can still take an action. You still get to have an action. You're just restrained. So that means you cannot use movement. And then also your attack rolls against creatures have disadvantage. Creatures have advantage on you. And you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. But to free yourself, it's not a dex save, it is a strength saving throw. So if you would like to take an action to try to free yourself from underneath these daisies, you may do a strength saving throw to try to get up out of here.
Strength saving throw.
Oh yeah. You're like, I will be doing that, thank you very much. I don't want to be consumed by daisies, please.
Yeah, I don't feel like being stuck in this plant much longer.
Yeah. That's fair. Give me a nice strength saving throw. Let's see it.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. You got this. I believe in you. It's totally fine. It's
probably fine.
Oh, you got a lot of strength though.
Plus
You're a
6.
big strong boy.
Oh, plus 6. Oh yeah. What is it? 8 plus 6. Somebody do math for me. What's that total?
14.
14. Oh yeah. With the 14, you feel, like I said, you straight up against, as you try to like move your arms up out of the ground, and you suddenly see Percy, Gemini, you see 2 dragonborn arms coming up out of the daisies, ripping some of the roots off of him. As you are able, if you would like to, you now have some movement as you are no longer restrained. You can use half of your movement to stand up from prone. So it will take half of your movement to get up from prone, but you are now able to get up and move. I will warn, small warning, I was having issues with this map. So this grid does not snap. So just be a little careful when you're moving, because you can just move your character kind of anywhere, so they don't snap to the squares for this map. Just as a heads up.
Yes, I want to get up.
Yes, all right. I believe you should have 15 feet of movement left. Should you like to move. But also remember, there's, we got stuff. Let's see, snap. Yeah, remember the snapping doesn't fully work, but you got 15. Oh, this is so weird to not have snap. But you got 15 feet of movement left if you would like to move.
Yeah, the snapping is weird.
Yeah, like I said, there's no snapping on this map because I was having the worst time trying to get the grid aligned on Roll20, so I just took it off. I just said nope, and I just took off the snap feature. So I know that's going to be a little bit obnoxious, and I'm really sorry about that.
Exactly 15 feet?
You have 15 feet, yes. You have exactly 15 feet left.
Because
So are you gonna do, 15 feet, you're like gonna go in the square. Are you walking over top of this daisy only? Or are you walking across this daisy and this, like, what pathing are you taking to get here?
I'm not going that direction. I'm gonna jump back this direction.
Okay, you're gonna go into the tree. I get you. You're like, oh, fuck that. You know what, fair.
That's all I can do, right?
Yes, correct. Well, that's not true. You are a fighter. Because you,
wind.
I was saying, you have.
Here comes my great sword. I'm attacking this thing.
I'm assuming you're doing action surge, which you can second wind too. You have your bonus action. Which also, don't forget to mark the 14 points of damage on your. We need to update our characters. We're level 5 now. I need to check your stuff, because I know I didn't update people, because 58 and 18 is no longer correct for you, right?
It is correct. I just updated it.
Okay, but is 18 still your AC? I can't remember from your changing of
It was
armor.
19.
That's
Yes,
right. It was 19, so 18 is
because
updated.
we just swapped out two
Perfect.
items, didn't we, that did the same thing, I think, rather than
Yes.
stack them.
Perfect. Percy, Gemini, do your characters look correct?
No.
Yeah,
That
I
is
was
a
gonna
very
say, I
good-
think your
Oh,
guys'
actually,
characters
yes. No, mine are correct, yeah. Mine is good, yeah.
Nice. Gemini, what's your AC and your new HP?
17 is my AC and 35 is my points.
Okay.
Current hit points.
Nice. All right. Saving, and then gonna update your token. Fantastic. But yeah, so now you're going to, but are you second winding? You can second wind if you would like to heal yourself up a little bit, Aghanom. Or if you're action surging, you can go ahead and attack this thing.
No, I'm action surging.
Yeah, action surge. Go ahead and give me an
Yes.
attack. Let's see it. Attack the daisies!
Alright, let me figure out what. Yeah. Okay. So let me roll for attack.
Yeah. What are you attacking with? I will ask.
My great sword.
Yeah, the new great. Yeah, we got the new stuff coming out
Yeah.
today. New armor, new weapons. Let's go. Let's great sword slash. Let's see it. Slashy, slashy, slash. Yo! What's that total?
Wait.
And
No, I was
great
just
sword
rolling for
is
attack.
yes, rolled for attack. Yeah. So
Oh
this is,
yeah.
yeah.
I roll for attack, so that's
Mhm.
17 to attack.
well, 17 plus. It should be plus your proficiency and your strength.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, so just kind of like your other weapons. So I think all your other weapons you were using strength also.
No, but great sword is 2d6 plus 3.
So your strength, yes, but to attack you add to you add to the 17. So anytime that you attack with a weapon, you get to add both your proficiency bonus and your
my
strength
attack
bonus. Yes.
Plus 6.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. 17 plus 6. So 23 just hits. I mean, maybe just hits. I don't know. I'm gonna give nothing away, but go ahead and roll some damage. 23 does maybe in fact hit Awakened Daisies. That may hit. Ooh, nice. So 8 plus 3, you said?
Yes,
So
plus
it's going to be
3.
11 points of, and I believe, slashing damage, correct?
Slashing, yes.
Nice, fantastic. As you go through these vines, you hear like this weird, because you're up close enough to it, Aghanom, it's so quiet, but only you can hear it because you're within melee range of these Awakened Daisies. But it does make this very low pitch, like almost shrieking noise of just like these very high-pitched, almost tiny little screams coming from the Awakened Daisies as the roots are ripped up. It's a little jarring, but you are able to take your greatsword and whoosh, hack away at some of these daisies as you like make sure to get the stems that these daisies are attached to, and you're watching as some of these huge flower petals just kind of just dissipate into the air as you do take some slashes into it. As it does take damage. Fantastic. Are you doing anything else with your turn?
No.
All right. With that, it is going to be, and I will say just a reminder to you because I keep meaning to remember this for myself also, but Aghanom, because the 17 is kind of close, but remember that as a champion fighter, you crit on a 20 and 19. So just remember to keep that in mind. Percy.
Yes.
Hi, Percy.
Hello.
Percy, what are you? It's your turn. What are you doing?
It is my turn. Well, seeing Agamemnon go down, and then immediately see him stand up, swirling his great sword with vines going everywhere and squealing daisies.
Yeah.
It's
what happened. That is just what happened.
It's both terrifying and the cutest image Percy's ever seen in his life.
Right.
Just the little blushing Agamemnon with daisies swirling around him. It's adorable.
Ooh. These are
Ooh,
actually cherry blossoms.
So Percy at first is like, oh, this is nice, and then he sees how much acid damage he's taking. He's
Yeah,
like, oh,
the
that's not
sweat
nice.
and acid that's just
Yeah.
like coked on him. Yeah.
And he would like to attempt to do a fireball,
Yeah.
please.
I see.
Sort of like around. I'd say probably. Can you see the circle that I'm
I
making?
can.
Okay, so sort of like around this area.
Yeah.
Sort of just all of that.
Nice. Hit it with fire.
Obviously, we have to do
Yes.
the thing first to see.
Gotta-
If,
oh yeah.
if I'm
Oh no,
allowed to.
I remember it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But as Percy and Jim and I had this moment before of, you know, do I firebolt it? Do I fire? And Jim and I went, no fire. And then Percy goes, sees the acid and all the stuff that's going on with these daisies and are like, no, we have to purge this field. This is a problem.
Touchfield.
Purge field, you go to shoot up your hand, ready, willing the fire, ready to concentrate this fire in an area away from Agamemnon. And in that moment, there are no longer daisies. Instead, what you see is it's no longer daylight either. This late morning sunlight that was pouring in has now darkened. There are shadows that are all around you, Percy, as it is now almost as if it is getting close to midnight as night begins to pour in around you. This is not a field of daisies, but are those moonflowers? These other smaller, beautiful, glowing white flowers, their white petals kind of glowing, and just the hints of moonlight that are streaking down. And a bit of a chill runs up your spine as you look around. You see Agamemnon, and you see the greatsword as he goes to wield it, going to give another strike, and then you watch as his movements slow down, and then stop, freezing in place. You see Gemini getting ready to grab her weapons, ready to, go at a moment's notice as she's, looking at this playing field of what move do I take, also freezing into place. And you hear a voice behind you just going, well, it's a little rude, Percy, to just leave my home to then, go prancing into the Sunshade Grove. Well, that's a choice. And you hear this voice behind you.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing?
I say it's my choice to make, and I try and do the fireball.
It's my choice to make.
Yep.
And you kind of see, for a moment, the shadows, there's a figure, a rush suddenly as this cold air shoots around you like this gust of wind, and there is a shadow suddenly in front of you. But it's a figure of some kind, but almost as if you're only seeing the silhouette of this figure, a very tall, to you seems humanoid, like in shape. Hard, no features, just shadow, but it takes over. You see this kind of shadow in front of you, almost as if it's almost sentient, and stands before you, blocking part of your vision as the field that you were about to aim at is just the shadow. You see the moonflowers on the other side where you weren't aiming, and the flowers you were trying to aim for are now coaxed in shadow. And you hear this, oh, wait, hold up just a moment there, Percy. Listen, I know you're trying to, you think, assist your, what do you call them, friends? You think friends that you're going here. Why waste your energy on those who don't care about you? Might I pose the question, Percy, I have but one question for you. Why? Why are you here in the Sunshade Grove exactly?
I'm here to help my friends. What do you mean?
But why are you here, Percy Flint Whistle? Did you want to come
because
here?
they need me.
But you didn't choose this, did you? Who chose to come to the Sunshade Grove? Why are you here, Percy Flint Whistle? I will ask only but one more time. I know you can get to the answer. I have such confidence in you.
Running away.
Did you say running? Did you say running away?
Yep.
Oh, say running away.
I've been running away my entire life.
Hmm.
That's how I ended up here.
Yeah, that's true. Running
Choose
away.
to help people on the way. There's nothing wrong with that.
Is it
You
running
are.
or helping? Oh, poor Percy. Helping someone that does not care about you. You notice the one that stands near you, Gemini. This one. She's the one. She is the reason you are here in the Sunshade Grove. And she will be the reason that you die here, Percy. Should you not listen to your friend? Me. Friend.
Well, I don't
Singular.
know who you are.
Ah. Well, I could have introduced myself. You were at my home, after all. So close to Ravenloft. Do you know what happened before we were able to meet? Do you know that it is Gemini? You believe Gemini tried to help you. You believe Gemini tried to revive you. It is me who revived you, Percy. Do you know that Gemini tried to kill you?
She didn't kill me.
She took a blade to your chest, covered it with bandages. I kept you alive. She tried to kill you, Percy. Was going to leave you for dead. Thought it would be easy.
Shut up.
Easy
No, she
to
didn't. Shut
abandon
up.
you there in the Shadow Realm! She doesn't care about you. And Agamemnon, we already know, tried to steal from you. The altar. We already know what happened there. Not to mention that Yvonne, oh sweet poor cleric, tried to not just take from you, but did. He did take from you. And what is it? He's not here now, is he? Interesting. That Yvonne, the one that you so desperately follow, is not here. And the one that did try to kill you is the one who is leading you in astray.
Joanna didn't try to kill me. She saved me.
Keep telling yourself that, Percy. But go ahead, if you truly believe, I'll step out of the way. And you see that the shadow moves and shifts, and you feel it behind you, this cold breeze. You are able to see these moonflowers again, where you were originally aiming. You see your hands still kind of up, poised, ready, aiming. Go ahead, Percy. If you really think these people are your friends and are worth saving, go ahead if you really believe it.
I do.
Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw for me, please, and I will let you know that the DC is 15.
Oh, that's not going to happen. Don't worry.
Oh, no.
Damn it.
Can I use Voice of Order?
Oh, I will allow it.
I will use Voice of Order, so I take one away from my sorcery points. I'll take one away from my Voice of Order.
Yeah, let's do level 5 sorcerer sit. I can't speak today. But it's voice of oh, here we go.
So it's a 12
Yes.
plus 1.
Yes.
And Percy really wants this, so he's done a burn also favored by the gods.
I was like, it's so close.
He wants
close.
this.
It's
He
so
wants
close. Let's
this.
go. Burning the sorcery.
So I add 2d4 to that as well.
Correct.
Yeah, there you go. 18.
With that, you feel the
Oh, I burned
the
so
doubt.
much stuff.
Yeah, you're like, great, cool, thanks, Sam. Thanks for making me burn my shit right before we're about to, like, I don't know, be away from a random encounter when we might need it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you feel the doubt in which was suddenly placed upon you, the fear that winds up inside of you. And as you're aiming, it suddenly, you see the darkness, you see the moonflowers, you see the moonlight, and it flickers for but a moment. It flickers for but a moment as you suddenly, it goes in between the scene of shadow and sunlight. Shadow and sunlight. You see the daisies, and then you see the moonflowers. You see the daisies, and you see the moonflowers. Yvonne, as you are running, and you see that there is trouble up ahead with your friends, catching up to the group, and seeing, I would say you would see this. You would see the shadow that is behind Percy as you're coming out of the woods, and you hear the beginning of combat, and you hear everybody beginning to. You don't see the threat until you get just enough that you see the shadow behind Percy. Yvonne, what do you do as you're running up towards the scene of your comrades?
Yes.
Yes.
What do I do?
What do you do? What do you do? What do you say
Sorry,
as you're trying
you
to run
cut
up
out for a
behind?
second.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I say, what do you do? What do you say as you run up, seeing the shadow that is standing and almost trying to envelop around Percy in a very similar way in which you have seen before? As you hear combat starting, and you see right now, you see no other threat but that shadow at the moment as you're trying to get up onto the scene.
Yvonne, in his heavy chainmail, is like hustling up towards Percy very loudly.
Yeah.
I might add. Just
Yeah.
say, Percy, what's going on? What did I miss?
As you hear that and you see the flickering, Percy, you see the darkness, the moonflower shifting to daylight and daisies and back again. And in the distance you hear, Percy! Percy, what did I miss? Percy! As you hear Yvonne behind you, and suddenly the shadows dissipate and you feel the crackling of fire in your hands as you go ahead and release your fireball. And Yvonne, I would like for you to roll initiative. But yeah, go ahead and you roll for fireball, Percy, and Yvonne, give me an initiative roll.
Where is it? I'm trying to get the right location where it was.
That checks out, Yvonne. That's kind of thematically makes sense for what's going. Even the dice know that you just barely got here. What's your total?
Good question.
Yes.
Oh, that's just 7. Because I have no dexterity.
Just 7. Yep, that makes sense. That checks out. What's your question? Let me resort these now.
Would Yvonne see Agamemnon drowning in flowers?
You would now that, you would as soon as you get up there. As soon as you get up there, you would see that Agamemnon, you didn't see what had happened, but you see Agamemnon is fighting flowers and is a little bit sweaty and maybe you're like, oh, hurt? Injured? You're like, whoa. Yeah, you're like, wait, what the heck is happening here?
Curious.
Whew. I'm seeing some fireballs. So you're hitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 flowers full on. So like this one. Hopefully you guys can see this. Wait, am I on the map? Maybe I need to be on the. Am I on the right? Can you guys see my pings?
Yeah, I had to see a green.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So you're hitting basically this line of 3,
7.
these 2, these 2, and the 1.
Yep.
Fantastic. Go ahead and roll your fireball damage.
So that is.
I'm gonna say
8d6.
because of the situation that it is. Well, you know what? Sure, for funsies, I'll give a dex roll because it's a dex saving throw, right?
Yes.
Yep,
Yeah.
dexterity saving throw. I'm gonna say
My spell save is a 14.
because listen, this isn't on here in the stat block, but thematically they're daisies. I'm giving them a disadvantage. That's a natural one. Yeah, they take full damage. That makes they take the full hit. So go ahead and roll for damage.
How do I do a custom amount of dice?
So to do that, go to the click the advance roller, and then it'll pop up. Yeah, then it'll pop up. And I'm gonna get Yvonne on the board here. Yvonne, tell me what your stat stuff is so I can update it. Update your stuff.
Whoop. Okay,
I have 41 health.
Yep. And still AC of 18.
Yep, because
There we go.
I was not there for the shopping session.
Yeah, true. You were not there for the shopping.
So that's 3, and then I roll 6 more. So that's 3 so far. Plus.
Wait, you didn't roll them all at once? Yeah.
So 19.
Ooh, nice.
I was trying to mess around with the advanced roller, but I kept clicking the wrong place, and it rolled a dice for me. So.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, you're like, I'll just keep it. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, 8d6, so 19.
19, fantastic. As they take the full force, the 19 points of fire damage as you go and ignite suddenly, this huge fireball of damage crackling, you know, kind of igniting, taking everything over. I will reveal to you, right here, that was an awakened daisy that had moved towards you. So I will delete, I will delete the other ones to let you reveal the real big bad as the true, and I will reveal it on the regular token layer, that daisy. Just take a full force of 90 damage as you hear very distantly the small shrieking, almost like this very tiny sentient shrieks of these weird plant-like creatures, but does take a very nasty hit. And yeah, so that's gonna be your turn. Are you moving, Percy? What you doing?
I'll move that.
I will just move back, please, and thank you
Sort of
very
like that
much.
way. Yep. I'll move 10 paces that way. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yep. Hello, Yvonne. About time.
Yeah, Yvonne. Yeah.
Bit late, but it's okay.
Yep. And with that, it is going to be Gemini. It is your turn. Because I'm trying to make this voice settle.
All right.
You already went outside. You're not going outside right now.
Well, I am doing this completely blind because I totally missed the Daisy action. Where you showed where the daisies were. So.
Oh no! I deleted the. Oh, I see. Oh, when I did Fog of War.
Yeah.
And I moved it.
Yeah, I was 100% not on the screen. So.
Oh, cool. Good. Oh, good.
Yeah. Cool.
Poor Gemini. Cool.
Oh,
Well, you know that this is now an awakened daisy over here, and you know the one that is right in front of Agamemnon is also awakened.
Well, I'm going to.
I believe in y'all.
I think I'm going to move and go. Let's see.
The fear.
Let's see. 5.
Mm-hmm.
10. I'm gonna go straight up 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and I'm gonna go and stand right beside Agamemnon.
So you're gonna go this direction, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Hey.
Well, I will tell you, you don't get very far. You don't get very far as Vines, as you get about, and I'll move you back, you get right here. Before vines shoot up out of the ground, as this daisy is a real daisy, and I'll reveal. This is a real awakened daisy. Here's daisy number 3 on the map. As these vines suddenly, as you try to make a run towards Agamemnon, trying to discern which daisy's real, which daisy's not, you're making a run for it, and vines shoot up out of the ground to try to encapsulate you. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Lots of strong folk on this team. Come on.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What's your total? That's close. That could be close.
13.
You succeed. Let's go, Gemini.
You're in a disappointed
you succeed. Yeah. Fantastic. As you go, and you're just like, you trust in your ranger abilities to go, no, I just need to help Agamemnon. I need to get over there. And you start making a run for it. Vines shoot up out of the ground, try to wrap around your leg, and you just kick out of it and are able to rip those roots out and are able to keep going if you would like to. So you may continue to move back to where you want to if you should like. So you still have the rest of your movement. And you have your turn, because that does not take up your action. That was just a thing that happened because you stepped on the daisies.
Okay. Well, since I'm here, I'm gonna fight it. I'm gonna pull out my
yeah. You're like, actually, I'm just gonna fight it. With that, you are pushed. I will say you are pushed back. You are pushed back because you are not meant to be on there's. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Here we go. There we go. But if you would like to fight this daisy instead of running past it, have at it.
I'm gonna take out my new battle axe.
Yo, let's go.
And attack.
Battle axe. Nice. Give me an attack roll. And would you? Well, I'm gonna ask before you attack. Well,
yes.
No, go ahead. Too late now.
Yeah, a little too slow.
It's fine.
But,
It's fine.
You know, savage attacker. I'm
Yeah.
gonna reroll damage.
Well, you don't have. Well, you only get to reroll damage. It is. You still have to hit.
Oh,
Shit.
You're right.
But now that you swing with your battle axe, I will ask you: would you like to hunter's mark any of them?
Oh, sucker. Oh, because they move?
Well, I mean, you do extra damage with your hunter's mark. But also, they do move. I will say, they do, that is, that's why I keep doing Fog of War, is because the daisies are actually moving.
I see.
Yep.
So are we saying it's too late to do that, or what?
No, I mean, you still have your bonus action. It's too late to do it right now. I mean, but you can do it right now as your bonus action. You just couldn't do it before your attack. It's now after your attack.
I see.
But your attack missed either way, so your attack missed either way, so it didn't matter.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, bonus action, hunter's mark that sucker.
Yeah! Which one are you hunter's marking? The one
in front of me.
Yeah, the one that you just attacked. Heck yes. As you go in, you swing with your battle axe. As you're not able, you go to swing, and just this kind of like this aroma, this kind of pollen, kind of comes up and kind of like takes you by surprise a little bit, and you kind of just are not able to get the full swing behind it. Like you hit the ground, you hit some of the daisies, but like they kind of just part away. It doesn't seem to take too much effect as you kind of miss, but you are able to hunter's mark it. As I will put hunter's mark. Sure, that'll be the hunter's mark symbol for today. As you do focus and are able to channel and put your hunter's mark on it, and I will mark that you are concentrating on hunter's mark. Nice. Gemini, are you doing anything else with your turn?
No.
All right, with that, Yvonne, you are up and the daisies are on deck. So, Yvonne, you are running up into the scene.
I'm so glad you asked.
Yeah, Yvonne, what would you like to do? Cleric of mine?
So, very clearly, it's the daisies that are alive.
See that, you now, as you get up here and seeing Gemini hunters marking the daisies and attacking, you realize that both Gemini and Agamemnon are attacking the daisies, and you realize that was what Percy was doing before the shadow, tried to encompass him and try to stop him. He fireballed the daisy field, and you realize, oh, it's the daisies themselves.
Curious. Yvonne,
yes,
seeing this, would catch a breath, and 1 second.
Okay.
I'm just checking some math real quick, make sure I can actually do this.
Yep. Fair.
Oh, that's what you meant by no snap.
Yeah, it sucks. I'm sorry. It's for this map specifically. I couldn't get this map to align properly. It was gonna all be way off.
See, so with that, Yvonne would cast Spirit Guardians.
Oh! God. Level 5.
Okay, fair enough.
Take a breath.
Level 5, man.
Take a breath, summon his Spirit Guardians, and then walk. I can't move. I can walk through the daisies.
Let's go. I'm gonna ask, do you choose
right here?
Because I know, it's weird because listen, Baldur's Gate 3 has taught us, many beautiful, beautiful things, and listen, I'm gonna let you choose, do you want radiant or necrotic damage? I don't like that it says if you're good or neutral, or if you're evil. I'm gonna let you choose if you want radiant or necrotic. I'm assuming radiant, but I'm gonna ask.
Yeah, I want to say radiant, because, that's his whole thing, but
right.
I have... Since we started, I had a feeling they're resistant to radiant, so I don't know.
It's up to you! It's your call!
I'm gonna do necrotic.
You're gonna do necrotic?
Just flavor it as necrotic damage.
Yeah, no, I can be necrotic damage, because especially too, as as being a cleric, this is, you're fighting plants and organic, even if they're awakened, these awakened weird plant creatures, they are still life in some form, this strange organic life. Necrotic damage would be able, you're like, necrotic makes the most sense to be able to rot away life. So you go through, tell me, what does your Spirit Guardians look like as you go to walk through the daisy field?
Well, as Yvonne approaches the field, he starts muttering, and these little cherubs basically start fluttering around him.
Evil cherubs. Yeah. I love it.
Evil. They're green cherubs, but they look friendly.
Yeah, they're friendly green cherubs. Like, hee. I love it. I love it. I love as you start walking and you go, these very friendly, green cherubs that are like, they almost look almost Fae-like in nature, considering the green, their green hue that they have going on, but they begin to all fly around and swirl around Yvonne as Yvonne goes and steps through the daisies. I will let you know, this one, safe. It's regular daisy. So you are able to just happily walk forward, going through all of them. And I believe it's at the start of, okay, so when the creature enters the area for the first time, or on the start of their, okay, so right now when the creature, so this happens now, I'm assuming? Now, because you cast it? Does it happen on cast?
I think so.
Good lord, it's been a minute since I've had somebody use Spirit Guardians.
When they enter the area.
When a creature enters the area for the first time,
it's kind of weird, but...
on a turn, or starts their turn there. You know what? Sure, I'm gonna be mean to myself and say that it happens right now because you walked towards them. We'll do weird Baldur's Gate 3 rules. We'll do it. We'll flavor it. So I'm gonna have to, it's a wisdom save. What is your DC?
You must take a wisdom saving throw. And that, for you, that means you have to pass a 14. Wisdom.
These fail. Yeah. These actually succeed. Ooh. Okay, the top ones succeed, the bottom ones fail.
Curious.
Yeah.
So the bottom one takes, wait.
Oh boy.
The bottom one takes 3d8 necrotic damage. The top one takes
half as much.
Half that.
Yep. Correct.
So is that just 3d8 and then half the result?
Yes, half the result. Correct.
Okay.
These daisies are about to get annihilated.
Oh boy.
Holy moly.
Now, Cody, do I add anything to that?
You do not. You do not add anything to it, but it is, it's still nasty. 32.
Well, I probably was for the bottom one.
Yeah. So 17, yeah. Oh, no. For this, one, the bottom one's gonna take the full 17 damage, which is a nasty hit, and then the top one is going to take, that would be 8 points of damage for the top one. Ugh.
Oh, is it just one roll?
Yeah, it's just one roll.
Yeah.
It's just one roll.
Cool,
yeah.
Cool.
Basically, so basically what you do, it's one roll, it's the 17, and so anybody that takes the full of it takes the 17 damage, and anybody that takes half of the 17. Rounded down.
I thought it was on a case-by-case basis. Okay.
Nope. All right. So with that, as you go through, you see these these green cherubs that are like circling around Yvonne as he walks into the, just you kind of hear like this like light music of as they kind of like, and then as they like get close enough to the daisies, these like as these cherubs then go start just suddenly just annihilating, and just like every daisy petal, every part of the vine that the cherub touches and evaporates into and reforms, you watch as the daisies blacken, and you watch as they begin to curl in on themselves with this necrotic damage. They're both still up, but it's rough. And what's fun about
the radius, by the way.
Okay, good to know. Well, then I will let you know. This daisy, safe. This daisy, safe. This daisy, safe. And then, yeah, exactly. You picked the wrong path. Unfortunately. With that, here's the fun part. It's gonna be the daisy's turn. And so I'm gonna, we're gonna have to make these saves again. So I'm gonna do this once again because I'm, mean to myself today. I literally rolled the exact same thing for this flower, so they failed again. And then this one also fails. They both fail. So go ahead and roll your damage while I fog of war again.
Oh no, not again.
Yeah, here we go. Exactly. What do you mean?
Eye on the dice.
Say that again.
Yeah, eye on the dice. Yeah, everybody pay attention to where the daisies are going. Everybody pay attention. Alrighty, daisies have been moved.
Yeah. See it.
Yep, which one of the daisies, I mean, obviously one of the daisies is gonna be pretty honest. This is gonna be pretty obvious for one of them, but the other one, we'll find out. But, we're back. As the daisy moves, but they both do fail, so you can go ahead and roll again for your necrotic damage on spiritual guardians.
Oh, okay.
Because it also happens at the start of their turn. Because this is spiritual guardians is so goddamn fun.
I messed that up, so there you go.
Oh my god.
That's 21 damage.
21. What are you doing?
God, clerics, man. Are you guys happy with
Cleric
the
could be
clerics?
making a daisy chain from dead living daisies.
Yeah, you hear
That's what
the
I swear.
as like, you know, the very like soft, small music of these cherubs then just attacking, and like you just watch as both of these awakened daisies just curling in on each other and just shrinking down and shriveling away, both of them into nothingness as you literally murderize both of these daisies.
A daisy chain, you say?
The daisy chain, you say. As you are, like I said, you are concentrating on spirit guardians. I will mark that for you. But the other daisies that may or may not be around anywhere, may or may not be around. Oh, also, hold up. I don't know if I did. Wait a minute. Hold up. I did it bad. I didn't actually. I did the movement, but because of the weird not snap thing, I didn't actually move things. I didn't actually move one of them. Feels bad, man. Feels heckin' bad, man. There we go. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. I fixed it. It helps if I actually move stuff. That would help. There we go. But the awakened daisies are going to, this one over here, the one that you guys know is up and around, is going to try, which may or may not be a bad thing. Let's see, yep, you're within radius, you are not. I need, this is gonna be interesting. You see suddenly as this daisy, these weird spores, similar spores that tried to like stop you, Gemini, from attacking them as swiftly, but now in a bigger range, suddenly spores start coming up out of this daisy, out of these awakened daisies that are over here, and I need Gemini, Yvonne, and Agamemnon. You get hit with these daisies, and you're like, kind of suddenly, you're kind of like blinking this out of your eyes as you feel your eyes begin to itch. You feel your nose begin to itch like you're going to sneeze, but then you kind of feel like this kind of strange magical enchantment, Agamemnon, a similar one that you felt at the top of this combat. I need each of you to roll a charisma saving throw, as the daisies are going to try to entice you.
Damn it.
Damn it. So, Gemini, Yvonne, Agamemnon, I need you guys to make a charisma save.
Oh, James, you're good at these.
Yeah, don't worry, you got this, man. Oh, say it again! Say it
Not
again!
this time.
Not gonna happen. I feel like Yvonne's subconscious took over and was like, no, I want to walk towards the daisies. You're right, I do want to walk towards them. So
you know what? Yeah, I do want to walk
yeah,
towards
exactly.
them.
You're like, wait a second, that's exactly what I want. God damn. I love this. I had a feeling that might happen, but I was like, it just makes sense. This is still what would happen. Gemini, Agamemnon, you were able to resist the effects of the enticing of the daisies. Yvonne, what's the total of your charisma save?
5.
5.
Flat 5.
5 total, yeah, 5 flat. On a failed save, the creature, you're charmed. You are considered charmed right now, Yvonne.
Absolutely.
Yes?
Excuse me, no, that is an 8.
Yep, that's still a fail.
I think.
That's better though.
Yeah.
It's better than 5.
Yeah.
It's close, but unfortunately you do still fail. So you are charmed for a moment, Yvonne, and you see these beautiful daisies, and they are just so enticing as they suddenly, you feel this incredible urge to want to both touch them and smell them. You need to get close to them. and while you are charmed this way, on the creature's next turn, while charmed this way, they must use all of their movement and take the most direct route towards the awakened daisies. So we're going to keep that in mind. And then the charmed creature ends your turn and is no longer charmed at the end. So that happens on your turn. So it doesn't happen immediately, but you will be moving towards them. Which, you know, might not be a bad thing, all things considered.
Nice.
All things considered, that might actually be the best thing that could happen. But I will mark that you are sure. This is the charmed. That's charmed, sure. But with that, the other one. Let's see how close. Hey, Agamemnon, how close are you to things? How close are you to things? Fairly close. Honestly, you're fairly close to stuff. Yvonne, how close are you to things? God, this is so, I hate 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This is also 30. Okay. Well, I will say this would happen with, since Yvonne is already charmed, Agamemnon, you're in range of one of the other awakened daisies. I need you to make another charisma saving throw.
You just had to do that to me, didn't you?
I'm so sorry. I know, you just rolled a natural. Roll another natural 20. I'm ready. Roll another natural 20 and I won't make you do it again.
Oh, come on.
+1.
Come on.
Unnatural 20.
Right, unnatural 20.
That's pretty close, I mean.
That's pretty close. That's pretty close. With an unnatural 20, good lord. You are not enticed by the other daisy that is trying to draw you closer as you feel more spores burst up out of the ground and are trying to, you know, you're just feeling like getting a bad case of hay fever coming on, but you are not enticed. You are chilling, standing strong. So with that, it is going to be Agamemnon, it is your turn.
God, I don't know where any of these things are really.
Yep. Don't we love playing the game of which one is real?
That one.
This one? That one? Well, you gotta know that I will let you know that you're within, I mean, because you kind of already saw it with the first one. I mean, you're kind of close. You're close to one of them. You're close to one of the other daisies. Maybe somewhere within a walking distance, maybe even. Potentially.
Seems legit.
Seems legit. But it is your turn, Percy. You are on deck.
Ooh. My turn. Yeah.
Oh, it's
Everything
sorry.
shifted.
Agamemnon's turn first. Percy, you're on deck. You're on deck.
Ah.
Yeah.
I was just
Decided
gonna
which
say,
daisy
did
face to smash.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Agamemnon's like, which daisy?
I lose my turn that just like boom, nothing?
Yeah, you rolled a natural 20 and 19, dude. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
That's what you get. Yep. GG.
Nothing bad happens to you, but it's your turn. You
Yeah.
can do whatever. Yeah. You can do fun
Tell you what,
things
if
now.
I had that choice in real life just to end my turn with nothing bad happening, I will take that in a heartbeat.
Right? It's like, can I just have my turn and have no bad luck, please.
I know, I kind of like that.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, what happens again if I attack one that is, just nothing?
Nothing bad happens. I just revealed to you
okay.
that, hey, you just hit regular daisies. You're just an
daisies.
asshole that hates nature. That's the only thing that happens. You maybe get like moral points, subtracted from you somewhere for fucking up nature.
You will be getting a call from PETA.
Yeah, PETA might be giving you a call. The nature gods might be pissed at you. Who knows? I don't know. Nothing really. Nothing happens. Basically,
It's a matter of perspective.
It's
really.
a matter of perspective. Nothing bad happens if you hit just regular daisies. I'll say that.
Okay.
Also, so far, I will say, necrotic worked fine. Fire worked fine. Slashing damage seemed to work fine, as far as we know.
Mhm.
Because I know.
Well, that means it doesn't work fine.
Yeah, I know. Because Ivan said I was worried that they were, immune or resistant to,
Radiant.
necrotic, or to radiant. That's right, to radiant damage. So that could still be true. Could still be true, but we don't know.
Okay, let's see, that's let me look at I'm doing some math real quick.
Yep, it's okay. We're all doing a lot of math. This boy is so mad at me. This Tristan boy, he just keeps, he's like, please, father, please. Yeah, I'm so sorry for the lack of snappage on this grid.
No, you're okay.
Like, for the life of me, I tried desperately. I could not get this grid to line up. It was pissing me off. Oh.
If I have something within 30 feet, would it hit that one?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to use my breath weapon.
Oh, okay. Just
right
no, baby.
Up this direction.
Nice. Well, it does. Okay, so it does go into a line. I would say if you move over one more, you would be able to hit these three. You'd be able to hit this one, and that one. Because technically, your breath weapon moves in a line. So I would say it would hit these three.
Let's do that.
Yeah! As you see Agamemnon step over, seeing all these blackened daisies now, thanks to Yvonne around around them, steps over, sees the rest of this field of daisies. You watch as Agamemnon's eyes begin to glow, this crackling blue as you see the as these lightning crackles coming out of his mouth before he and just shoots out this beam of lightning energy striking through this field of daisies. And I will let you know, that's a good call. And I will let you know all three of these regular daisies. I will say, all three of those are regular. Good call,
okay,
though.
we're
Good
clearing
call.
them out.
Do what?
Okay, we're clearing them out.
That's true. You are clearing them out. I am erasing them that way you guys know. Technically, there are still, just know that, cinematically, there are still, like, daisies everywhere, but just for, like, viewing purposes, I'm removing the daisies on the map so that way you guys know. But you watch as, like, these, little bit of charringness. I need Agamemnon. I need you to do me a favor. I need you to make me a nice, we'll say either, this is an intelligence roll. You can either do me an investigation or a nature check right now.
Me?
Yes.
Oh boy.
You're like, that's not something my character is known for doing.
Yeah, like neither one of those. Just a regular roll, not a saving throw, right?
Yeah, well, either investigation or nature of your skills. So if this is a skill roll,
sure.
So this would either be nature or investigation.
Pick one.
All right. Well, never mind. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move...
I mean, I got +0 in both of those, so it really doesn't matter.
Yep, it's a 2. All right. Then never mind. Never mind. Are you doing anything else with your turn?
I'm just gonna call it good for the moment. I think.
Yep. Sounds good. All right, buddy. That's gonna be Percy's turn. Percy, it's your turn. Gemini, you are on deck.
I'm not pushing my luck.
Yeah, you're like, I'm good. I'm gonna just chill. But Percy.
Yes.
It is your turn.
Do I see the singed one over here?
Oh yeah. This one,
Yeah.
Everyone, all of you know, this one's bad.
I firebolt it.
Nice. All right, give me an attack roll.
Bolt.
I bolt. Not ball. I fire bolts, please. DM, fire bolt.
8.
8. Yeah, not high enough. So unfortunately,
With going up a level, sorry, my spell attack bonus doesn't go up, does it?
Yes, it should actually.
Oh, it does.
Because your spell attack is your proficiency plus for
I need
you
to
your
add
charisma.
plus.
So yeah, so you need to be adding +1 to both. Yeah, so that would be both to your DC and your attack. Because now that we're level 5,
My
we're
charisma's
proficiency.
7, so it's +7. Cool.
Yeah, there you go.
Does my spell save DC go up as well?
Correct.
And does that go by 1?
Yes.
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 Sorry.
Yes.
I saw this page when I looked it up. I was like, oh, I forgot to tell them about that.
You're like,
no.
I didn't fix this. Yeah.
So does a 9 make any difference?
No.
No.
Not quite. Not quite. You're gonna the fireball, but you see like this, you know, these awakened daisies take it, but unlike regular daisies, it hits them. But you see that like they kind of almost like stretch it out with these weird vines coming up to almost try to protect them from the firebolt, and then going back down. And it's these, yeah. So they are just didn't take purchase. But are you doing anything else with your turn, person?
I will swear to myself, and then I will make myself look like a daisy as much as possible, and stand still.
Yep, you're like, I'm
I am
here.
projecting daisy vibes. That's what
Love
I'm
it, love it. Gemini, you are up. Yvonne, you're on deck. Gemini, your hunter's mark, you're still concentrating on it, and you can use your bonus action to move it if you would like to. Just as a heads up.
I would like to. I'm gonna move it to the roll out.
Yep. All right, this one, consider this one hunter's marked.
And then I will move up to attack.
Yeah.
To right. Yeah.
Oh, also, it's been a minute, and it's only until just now that I forgot to remind you, but just as a heads up, Gemini, you should have had an extra attack on your first turn.
Yeah, I remember that after. Thank you.
Yeah, me too. I just now remember that too. Yeah, it's okay. It's been a minute. It's been a minute, guys, since we've been in combat. It's been a minute.
Not okay, but okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and battle axe this sucker.
Yeah!
This
Roll to attack. Or, well, roll to hit, but, you know, you roll to see if you hit. Attack roll time.
Let's go.
Battle axe. Battle axe.
Ooh.
Oh. Plus. Plus.
Hold on. Okay.
We got this. It should be your 15.
16.
16. That will hit.
Oh,
Roll
boy.
for damage.
Right. Sucker. Battle axe. D10. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I will ask, well, do you have your shield up or no? Because you don't have, oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah. Plus Hunter's Mark, by the way. Plus Hunter's Mark.
Plus Hunter's Mark, Sid D6.
Yep. That's right. It's a D6.
13.
13 plus your strength.
Oh. 17.
How would you like to annihilate this awakened daisy patch here?
Smash it straight into the ground.
Nice. Yeah, you just with the battle axe just just see you chopping until there's no more. You're like, I don't ever want to see these daisies ever again. And it's weird because you notice as you're chopping these awakened daisies, kind of like what you saw with happening to Agamemnon, it makes more sense now because as you're chopping them, you're hearing the as you're opening up these roots, as this acid begins to pour out of them, as you are chopping them open before they are just a pile of mush. But you do annihilate these daisies. Chop them up! And with that, Yvonne is no longer charmed.
Yay!
But Gemini, are you doing anything else with your turn?
Oh shoot, well if I would have moved there, I could attack the other baby. I guess not.
Alrighty. Alright, with that is going to be Gemini's turn. Yvonne, you are up. The daisies are up next.
Am I still charmed?
You are no longer charmed because the daisies that were trying to charm you are dead. Thanks to Gemini.
Right.
Amazing.
They are very dead.
Oh, that's because I'm concentrating.
Yeah,
right.
you're concentrating.
I was wondering what the green dot was for.
Yeah. I should probably make these the same color. I'm sorry.
Well.
There we go. Both green. Makes more sense.
So, with that, oh, that's the wrong one. With that,
yeah, you are still
here
concentrating.
to 30 feet.
Yes, that is 30 feet.
Can you see?
Yes, I can see that.
Yes. So I'm thinking, step, 30 feet.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna walk through this daisy to get here? Walking through these two?
Yes.
All right. As you go, tip tap.
Yes.
30 feet. 30 feet.
And since I
And it is the radius. Yeah. It does hit. How far does that hit? Does it hit all? Let's see. Yeah. How far do we got going on here?
it's a 15 foot.
Yep. So it should be those.
So from where it was,
3,
it
4, 5.
hit
So it
all
should
but
be
one of
6.
them.
Yeah, it hits all but one. Fantastic. I will say the ones that you splish splash through, regular daisies, regular daisies. These, regular daisies, regular daisies. This one, regular daisy. This one, real.
Oh, what?
You
Oh,
did
boy.
find,
Wow.
yeah. You did find the real daisy, and I will go ahead and make that wisdom saving throw for you. Ooh, and that's a fail.
you
So
very
go
much.
ahead and roll necrotic damage.
Oh,
That's a fail. It's gonna take the
Boom.
full whiff of that.
Cool.
full 16 necrotic damage.
Holy moly. Alright, full 16 necrotic damage. As you step close to this daisy, as I now gotta do math before I put in their stuff. You go over, you walk through, and I'm gonna flavor. Would you like me to flavor? I feel like this is very Yvonne-like, but I'm gonna ask and double check because it is your magic. I feel like your cherubs would only try to, like, just barely, like, touch the other daisies, just kind of tip tap them, don't really, like, make them curl up as much, but as soon as they see the awakened daisies, they go for that. Would you like me to do that for you, or are you just sweeping this whole field of daisies, period?
No, like they're just the cherubs are like flittering around, kind of like running a hand through the rest of the daisies.
Yeah.
The second they find a daisy that like is alive,
Yes.
it just like that hand that goes by just like grabs them and they just rot.
Yes. Yeah, you watch these very happy little green cherubs like la da 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 da, and they just kind of like start like like I said, they're just kind of flickering their little baby hands over all of the daisies. They're like nope, 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 and they say no, 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 and you see all the real ones, and then once it gets to this one, this awakened daisy, you watch as the cherubs start grabbing hold of these vines, of the petals, and you watch as they all blacken and curl up with this very strong necrotic energy. Ouch! That's a hefty hit. What else are you doing with your turn? You do walk. That was your movement. Might I add, that was your movement, not action.
That was the movement.
That was the movement. What are you doing? As you hear the small shrieking of this daisy plant.
Let me just double check something. I'll take. So with all that,
Yeah.
after seeing that this one is the real one,
Yes.
I will take out my pause axe
Hey!
and throw it at the daisy.
Yeah! Let's go! With the pause act, you go and whoosh, throw it straight at these daisies, trying to get towards the base where all the roots and vines are. You go ahead and throw it. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
That is a. Oh wait, is this updated?
Should have a +3 for your proficiency bonus.
Tech. Yes, it is. Okay, just double checking.
Yeah.
That is a 14.
That will hit.
Let's
Go ahead and roll for
go.
damage. Fuck up these
And
daisies,
that is-
man.
Yvonne is just a walk-in circle of death.
Yes, correct.
Daisy.
That is 5 slashing damage. I
Yep, as
believe.
the pause axe flies through the air and the cherubs just go, ah, and they all like do like the little fingers, like the little, like they're all like wiggling their fingers to like show like the area of where like the axe flies through. They're just like, ah, I was like, ta-da, as the
My
pause
God.
axe goes through, slicing them. You hear like the small shrieking coming from these daisies as they do take a hefty hit. Are you doing anything else? They're looking pretty hurt.
That is my turn.
You hear the of the acid coming from these
Actually-
daisies as they're getting very split open, taking all this damage.
Actually, after all that, Yvonne raises one last hand to the air, snaps his fingers, and summons spiritual weapon.
Well, I will. Oh wait, no, we said this already. Spiritual weapon is not concentration. We talked about this, didn't we?
Yeah.
Right? Spiritual, yeah.
And it is a bonus action.
And it is a bonus action. Fucking clerics, man. Fucking clerics, man. Hang on, let me get your spiritual weapon up on
The
the board.
summoned, materializing into the air, just behind the last few daisies left.
Where's your? Hang on.
Or whatever daisies haven't been corrupted.
Right, which daisies are not left? Where the heck do I have your? Where the hell is your spiritual weapon? 1 second. 1 second. I must re-find. Oh no! How did I lose your spiritual weapon? Oh, there it is. Oh, thank God. Oh, here we go. Spiritual weapon. Woo! I was like, no! I need the spiritual weapon. There we go. As we get spiritual weapon here on the board, where are you summoning it? Ping where you would like to summon your spiritual weapon.
Is right here.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
And what is it? What does
So-
your spiritual weapon look like?
It's that mace again. It comes. That mace appears just behind the daisies. The awakened daisies that aren't destroyed or cut. This one appears right behind them and just smashes them into the ground.
Fantastic! Give me a attack roll. As the daisy, like you watch the cherubs, they go, ah, wiggling the fingers at the axe, and then they go, ah, wiggling the fingers at the mace. But unfortunately, the mace goes to swing, and the acid, with what little, strength that the daisies have left, they part away just enough for the mace to slam down into the ground, kicking up dirt clumps, but are not able to hit the daisies. Cheers, so you kind of hear like a small audible "aww" from all the cherubs. I'm gonna ask. I dare I
That
ask.
will be my turn, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dare I ask? Are you doing anything else, Yvonne? All right. Well, here's the fun part.
I think it's the first time. Yes.
Well, here's the fun part. It's the Daisy's turn, and they get to make another Wisdom saving throw. And fail.
What happened?
Well, go ahead and roll more necrotic damage because it's now the Daisy's turn, and at the top of their turn, they take damage. So.
Oh boy.
Is it 10 hit?
A 10 damage as like they're so like these daisies are trying desperately to cling to life as you like they just continue to curl up and burn away with this necrotic damage, blackening and curling, are barely up but are still up. And they're going to attempt to overwhelm you, Yvonne. They're gonna do their best to try to do so because you are within 10 feet. They have a 10-foot reach, and they are going to try to, you watch as these, what little strength they have left, these blackened vines, partially blackened vines shoot up to try to get at you, Yvonne, which we'll see how that goes. Oh! With a natural 20!
Oh.
I gotta get like one solid hit in, I guess. One solid hit, besides the acid damage that I did. So that is, I need you to make me a strength saving throw. Yes, curious.
Oh, a strength saving throw?
Yes!
I haven't made one of these yet. Thank
I
you.
know! That's new! But as these vines shoot up and wrap around you, I need to make a strength saving throw while I roll for damage. And I don't worry, I didn't forget. 12, 30. That would have been 14 points of bludgeoning damage, but I subtract 4, correct? Is that
subtract 4?
Yes, you do.
So that's gonna you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Wait.
Is it 4 or 3?
Wait.
I already. 1 second.
Okay.
Ignore that for now.
Okay.
It is -3, I believe, or is it 4?
Well, are you wearing your shield or
Because
no?
you're thinking
your
of heavy armor. No, it does -1 too, but
yeah.
the shield is -1. I think
Correct.
I thought the armor was -2.
Oh, you might be right. You might be out of that. Let me see. Heavy weapon
Let me
master.
unchecking that.
Heavy weapon master gets away.
Heavy armor master.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Not weapon. Heavy
Nope.
armor.
You're right. It is 3, so it's
yep.
-4.
Yep, that's what I thought. It's -4, so you take 10 points of bludgeoning
Also,
damage.
I rolled a 16 for saving throw.
16. You succeed. You succeed. You are not captured by the daisies and pulled dead like Agamemnon was. But I do need you to make a concentration check.
It's wisdom, right?
Concentration is Constitution, so a con save. So a Constitution saving.
Constitution.
Yeah, Constitution save.
Con save.
Yeah.
1 moment. That almost went 16. Constitution? Oh, sorry. Does a 12 pass?
Oh, a 12 would pass because I believe it has to be 10 because it's half of 14, so it's either half of what I just rolled or 10. So yeah, you succeed. You succeed. You're still concentrated.
Yeah.
So with that, that is going to be the Daisy's turn. Agamemnon, you're up, and Percy, you're on deck. With these little...
Wait, good question.
Yes.
Sorry, how much damage did I take
10. Yeah, 10 points of bludgeoning.
in total?
Yes, correct. Total.
All this before we fight a god.
Yeah, I know. I love it when my players just use all their stuff in a random encounter. I love that.
Fight him.
Do what?
Who said we're gonna fight him?
Yeah, who said we're fighting it? Yeah, it's like we're supposed to be friends with this guy, right?
Yes.
But Agamemnon, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm going to move right here.
Yes.
I'm going to attack this with my greatsword.
Yeah. Give me an attack roll.
Attack.
Total. Total.
Plus my
Should be
what?
plus 6, right? Because it's plus your strength plus your
plus
proficiency.
6, yes.
Yeah, plus 6. So 16. That does hit. And as you go up, to swing your greatsword down. It's regular daisies. You lost 2 more moral points against me. You're losing moral ground.
All you
against
hear in
me.
the distance is Percy say, "Hey, Agamemnon, when are you gonna start hitting the bad daisies?"
Just like very far away.
Yeah,
Agamemnon can't hear
range.
over the cherubs. You can't hear over the cherubs of like, ah! The cherubs singing.
I'm still just in a face rage. I'm just going through this with a great sword,
Yeah,
swinging it at
Agamemnon's just
everything.
pissed after getting like acid burn. He's like, just like slamming down everywhere. All right, Agamemnon, you doing anything else?
I'm staying right here.
All right, Percy, it is your turn.
As opposed to the diff of what Agamemnon's doing, and that's all it is. Right.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what Agamemnon's doing.
I'm going to stay close to... Nope, that's not the right one. I forgot to change it back to line. I'm going to go 30 feet, so I can
Yep.
get to that square there, yeah?
Yes.
Nice. In that case, I shall do that.
Yeah. Nice.
And then I'm going to... Since Agamemnon's having the time of his life, I'm going to firebolt... that one.
All right. Give me an attack roll.
Just because.
Just in case.
Everyone's having a grand
I
old
love
time
the
with
fear,
these daisies.
The fear that I have put in the.
Yep. 11.
That misses.
I miss stationary daisies.
It's one of those days.
It's one of those days.
Jeez.
give me a nature check.
Oh god. Okay. I get not great at those. Oh, unnatural 20.
Nice. A natural 20. I'll let you know right now. Let's see. I'll pick these daisies. Regular. These daisies. Regular. That's kind of all you can't really see from this angle with the trees. You can't really see the other ones, but
Okay. Yes,
yeah,
that's fair.
these two.
And
regular.
I can't bonus action message, can I? Unfortunately.
No, message is an action.
I shall let Agamemnon swipe away. And
Yep.
I'll let Gemini know that those two up there are real daisies.
Sounds good.
And like normal,
Yeah.
harmless ones.
All right, and Gemini, it is your go. It is your turn. Yvonne, you're on deck.
Alright, I'm gonna move here.
Okay, so you're gonna walk. Are you walking around or walking over?
Around.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack with my...
I'm gonna ask, is anybody proficient in nature?
I am.
Absolutely
You
not.
are? Okay.
Absolutely not saying.
Yeah,
say
absolutely
that.
not. Well, Gemini, being proficient in nature, with that, I will just let you know right off now that you are close enough to both of these daisies, you can tell that both of these are real. They're both regular daisies.
Oh.
And I will get rid of these up here as well.
Okay. Well, in that case. Let's see.
You're like, oh shit.
Oh.
Yeah. This one, however, within range of like your bow, I think. Yeah, within range of your bow.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll pull out my longbow and try to hit these far over here.
Yeah, give me an attack roll. Hey.
Yeah.
Damage.
Yeah.
well, actually, I will say, here's the thing. You go to attack roll, before you roll your damage, you hear as your bow flies through the air, the arrow flies through the air and hits into the daisies. You hear the shrieking of daisies, and for a minute you're like, oh shit, these are real. But then you take a minute and go, wait a minute, no, it's still just like these daisies over here that are still crying. They're still crying over the necrotic damage. These are also regular daisies.
Okay.
All right, Gemini, you doing anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, Yvonne, it is your turn, my friend.
Is it now?
Yes, it is.
Question.
Yes.
I never thought I'd have to say this. How healthy are these daisies looking?
Very, very unhealthy. You've never seen a daisy look less healthy. Dare I say it? I don't know how many daisies you look at though, but you probably have never seen a daisy less healthy.
It's time to turn or start the turn there. Okay. Knowing that, Yvonne is actually going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yvonne's actually going to move around the creepy daisies.
Okay. Around creepy
If you can
daisies.
see that.
Yep, I'm seeing it. I'm watching around creepy daisies. Got
To
it.
here.
Yep. Ah, I
Just
see.
maneuver to here.
I will let you know
and
the cherubs
just so you
run
can...
their little hands over this little daisy patch and seem safe. They kind of just barely tap their hands over the top of their petals, and these are regular daisies.
Good daisies.
Good daisies.
Very well. With that, after having moved to this side, can you quickly pick up... Can you see his pause axe on this side of the daisies?
You can, but I'm gonna make you roll a... If you do, I will say, because the daisies are considered large creatures, I'm gonna say you have to make a dex save to see if you can do that without getting hurt.
But that's okay. They won't
So
be
yeah,
there for long.
like I said, you might not want to do that.
So
Yeah.
with his, yeah. So with that, Yvonne would like to send his spiritual weapon.
Yes.
Let me double check how far they can move. Send the spiritual weapon and just like do that sweep, that spin sweep
Hey,
through the
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
daisies up here.
I'll allow it. I'll allow
One
the swing
second.
sweep.
Use bonus action, move up to 20 feet and repeat an attack. So yes.
Yep.
So 5, 10, 15, just up to here.
Yeah. Perfect. Oh, sorry. I don't know if I didn't give you control. My bad. I moved up.
You
There
did
we
not.
go. We're gonna do a swing sweep. Sorry. Go ahead and roll for attack.
To get a little, nice sweep of this daisy patch.
Yep. It's unfortunately gonna miss, most likely.
Yeah, that's a plus. Does a 9 hit?
A 9 does not hit. Give me a nature check, though.
Oh. Why'd you have to do the smart thing?
Why do we have to do the smart things?
11.
Okay, with an 11, that's high enough. I'll let you know from here. And after seeing the spiritual weapon hit the daisies, they're regular. All right, are you doing anything else, Yvonne?
That is my turn.
All right. With that, the daisies have
that's
to
my
make
turn.
another wisdom save, but I'm going to say, guess what? It won't matter whether they succeed or they fail. Yvonne, how would you like to annihilate this daisy patch? Because it's on 1 HP.
Having just not used my action Yvonne just kind of stands over the daisies and observes as the chairs swoop down and just pick them apart.
That is like the most evil thing we've seen Yvonne do in a weird way. It's the good aligned thing to do, but it's almost strangely evil from the objective outside point of view for those who would not know that these are, you know, evil plants and just look like daisies. We just stand over them as the chairs go, ah, you know, as they just go and they just start like every time that they touch and they clench their hands around these daisies, they blacken and peel off and curl until they are a pile of mush. There's nothing left of them. So those daisies are dead. And I will, since you guys did such a good job, I'll let you guys know, guess what? Those daisies also regular. Since there's only one left, there were only the 4 awakened daisies that you guys were very easily able to swipe through them all. Congratulations. Good job, guys. Good job, guys. And with that,
It sounds so much worse when you put it like that.
It sounds so much worse when you put it like, yeah, the curling up and dying of the daisies. I was like, but no, they're evil. No, they were evil. You don't understand. They were evil. They were evil. But with that, combat...
Well, it's okay, they had it coming.
They had it coming. It's fine. It's fine. But with that, combat is currently, it's over. And I'm going to ask, would we like to take our break before we do do a little bit more?
Yeah, take a break.
Yeah. All right, back with it. Having some nice, beautiful tea with my... because I'm the DM, no explanation necessary. Mug. But combat is now over. And you guys are back still in the... Oh my god, Tristan's gonna have to go in his crate in a second. All the angry animals are with me. But as we were in the Sunshade Grove, still traversing, I'll just take us off of the map. I'll put us in the larger map here. Now that we are still just back in the Sunshade Grove traversing. You guys are going through, and I will say, as last time, too, how we're doing this is that you guys are going to be making survival checks to traverse, but I'm going to ask, are you guys traversing? Did you guys need a minute to see Yvonne? Did you need a roleplay moment? Don't let me interrupt you, but otherwise, if you guys are continuing to, or if you guys need a short rest, you know, if somebody needs some of their short rest abilities back or needs to do anything, let me know. But otherwise, there will be doing survival checks to continue to go through the Sunshade Grove.
Nice to see you, Yvonne. Took you some time, didn't it?
I'm sorry, you left me hungover in the tavern. I just got here.
I knew it. I knew it.
Glad you're back. Glad you're back.
Thank you. It seems I came right. Are those flowers?
We were doing fine, you know, without you. But, you know, I suppose you did help a little bit. More so than Agamemnon, who's now just covered in daisies, it seems.
Okay, but
I'm
were
asleep.
those flowers trying to eat you?
Agamemnon's got a bad case of allergies now after that. He's like,
Yeah.
I definitely need a rest.
Well, listen, like, we were walking through quite happily. We told people not to look at the daisies, and yet Agamemnon frolicked over and then promptly almost started getting eaten by daisies, yes. It was
tried to cut some flowers for y'all and bad, you know. So I cut them all.
Not one
Agamemnon
daisy was
then
good
hides
enough
out.
for you guys. I needed to get a field of daisies to bring back, carrying in both arms for everybody.
Agamemnon making friendship bracelets out of daisies.
Yes,
Like-
incredible.
Fan merch for my fans.
Well, that's great. I mean, we can rest up here, I guess. I don't suppose, DM, that the daisies have anything remotely interesting on them at all. They were just flowers.
They're just flowers, as far as you know.
Yeah,
You knew?
nothing.
Well, I'm gonna say,
There's a stash
well,
of gold.
Gemini.
Yes.
You said you're proficient in nature, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Correct.
Well, these are daisies, but you know, knowing of the Sunshade Grove and the the many different both plants and wildlife that live here. And you know specifically that Isoline is looking for sunny pulkweed in the Sunshade Grove for potions. But if you would like to give a nature check, you can kind of see if you can discern if there's anything that you can pick from this field that could potentially be for not the health potions, but maybe for additional potions, maybe for a different kind of potion.
Okay. Yes.
All right, go ahead and give me a nature check.
That would be 14.
Nice. With a 14, you look. It's actually off of the regular daisies. You know, you're like, well, for alchemists and for the making of potions, for people that make potions, you're like, yeah, they probably could gain something from the daisies themselves. But you being local to the area, you know that regular daisies also kind of not frequently. But there are areas which you could find daisies that are not inside the Sunshade Grove that might be a little bit safer to pick. But you said 14?
14.
Okay, with a 14, these awakened daisies that you see, there's something to see. Like, it's hard to, like, even because for you, you're like, not necessarily like, because are you tools wise, are you proficient in like what tools are you proficient in? You're not proficient in like potion making, I don't think.
No.
Okay. I just got flashbacks to Darby, and it almost made me a little bit sad. I know, but you look, but you're like the pollen, that center part of this flower, like that pollen that's there, and you think the roots themselves, these like lime green acidic roots that they have, you think both of those you think could be something that you could take for potential potions if you would like to try to extract that from the four of these like mounds of awakened daisies, if you would like to try to do that.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
Fantastic. Let's see. Skill check of what do I think is daisy picking? Hey, what is a daisy picking skill that would make sense for this? Give me. Are you? Yeah, wisdom. Well, I mean, are you proficient in survival?
Yep.
Go ahead and give me a survival check, because you're also trying to make sure you could either do survival, or if you want to do a secondary nature check, you can.
Oh,
there we go. Nice.
How about 25?
25. Let's go.
Oh boy.
Holy shit! With the 25. Double it and give it to the next guy. Write down that you've got 8 things. I don't know. We'll put mark cases. I don't know. 8 supplies. Say that you have 8 supplies of awakened daisies in your inventory. Holy moly. Good stuff. But you are able to extract both the roots without harming yourself, taking extra care in the acidic properties that are going on there, and taking the pollen as well, making sure that you don't harm the pollen, but also don't harm yourself in extracting it. But yeah, easy enough. You're able to do that. And with that, are you guys resting? Are you pushing on? No short rest, we keep going?
Since Agamemnon was already asleep, I think we have no choice but to have a little...
And it was like, my face! Yeah. Alright, so if you guys take a little bit of a short rest, that will be about an hour is the minimum for a short rest. But if you guys would like to use any hit dice, now would be the time to use hit dice. If for anybody that was hurt, if you want to heal up a little bit, you can use your hit dice if you would like to. And then also, too, anybody that had stuff that recharges at a short rest, you would get those back. So, Agamemnon, you would get your action surge back, and I do think you would get your breath weapon back, but you'll have to double check that for me.
Yes, it's short or long rest.
That's what I thought. Fantastic. Is anybody using hit dice to heal up, or we chilling?
Yes.
Yes.
Yvonne is using 2.
Okay, go ahead and roll your hit dice. both Yvonne and Agamemnon. You guys have a max of 5. You guys are level 5, so you guys have a max of 5 hit dice each.
I don't get back my
Actually,
sorcery points.
And you can add another one too. No, correct. Your sorcery points you don't get back until a long rest.
Yeah. Guess we're camping, folks.
you add,
I fought 2 days.
you add Constitution to the hit dice, right?
You do, correct. You do.
Okay. Actually meant to roll 1, but I'll just stick with that.
Okay.
So am I using my second wind here?
No, so you're using your hit dice. So for your hit dice, you have because for a fighter, you're going to have D10s. And so you can roll 1d10 or 2d10, 3d10, however. I usually recommend that players roll them one at a time. So that way you guys don't, use too many hit dice more than you're needing or wanting to. But you would roll your hit dice and, you would heal up that amount. You get half of your hit dice back on a long rest. Half of the spent ones. It's something like that.
And we're doing a short rest.
Yeah, short rest is when you can use your hit dice. So you can basically burn your hit dice, mark some of them off to, that was almost a 10. So that's 2. So if you would like to roll another, and remember too, these hit dice, you also add your Constitution modifier at the very end. So if that's enough, the 2 plus your con, if you're like, that's enough, I don't want to use another hit dice, that's fine. Or if you would like to roll an additional one, you can.
See, what's my con modifier?
What hit dice should I have?
How many? Everybody should be at full for hit dice. Because
but how many would that be?
So you get hit dice equal to your character level. So everybody should have 5 hit dice.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought. Mine says 4, so I'm changing it.
Yeah. So with the level up, everybody should have 5 hit dice now. So make sure to mark that on your sheets. So that is going to be 12 plus your con.
2.
So it's gonna be 14. So you can heal up 14 HP with that if you would like to do that.
Yeah, I'm back to full strength.
Good stuff. And then you keep track, folks, of those 2, the hit dice that you guys burned. Agamemnon, you burned 2, and Yvonne, you burned 2 as well.
You said we have a total of 5?
Correct. Yes, each of you have a total of 5. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so everybody, your hit dice are equal to your character level. So every time you
Gotcha.
level up, you get another hit dice. So that's where, yes. Treat it as if, because you know how we roll the hit dice to gain HP on a level up? You also get to keep that hit dice permanently for short rests, so. All right.
Cool.
As you guys take a nice little, take a nice little camp inside this little opening in the Sunshade Grove, using the little bit of sunlight, to just kind of rest within this, this battlefield of daisies, should I say, with some of these daisies being just annihilated, just cut up, some of them being burned and singed from fireballs, some of them being, blackened and curled up from necrotic damage, but you still find a nice little solace time, to rest up, and you're able to heal up a little bit, and in the meantime, also Gemini, you are able to harvest, some of those awakened daisies for Isoline, for potential potions. But yes, with that, do you guys continue through the Sunshade Grove? And in doing so, I need everybody to make a group survival check, and we're still going to go with Gemini. You have advantage on the survival check being in your favorite terrain.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Last time a natural 20. This time it's a natural 11 plus 14.
It's a natural 11. We love to see it.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Some say 11s are harder to get than 20s. Just saying.
Is that what they're saying? Is that what
That's
they're
what
saying?
they're saying.
I don't know if that's what they're saying. Ooh. Here we go. So, okay, so make sure to shout out when you get, what is everybody's survival check? If people can shout that out for me.
14.
14
4.
for 20. Did you say 24?
Yes.
Holy shit. Okay.
Wow.
Or wait, I'm sorry. 22. Sorry.
22.
Oh, well,
Woo,
okay, well, that's
still.
far more reasonable.
Oh, yeah,
So,
yeah, that's still reasonable. 22 on the survival for
Nearly.
Nearly. 4 for, 4 for, Agamemnon, James, is your wisdom 0?
Oh, did you say wisdom?
Well, it's a survival check. So you're making a
Oh,
this is
I
a
gotcha.
skill check. Yeah. So for the skill check, you add your skill to it.
My wisdom is 0.
And I'm gonna assume you're not proficient in survival then.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely. Okay. All right. So that's a 4. 4 for Agamemnon. 14 for Percy. 22 for Gemini. What is it for Yvonne?
I think it was 8. Yeah, 8.
8. All right.
Ooh,
Well, here's the thing. Everybody thank your rangers, folks, because that is a mixed bag. We had 2 successes and 2 failures, but considering that Gemini is leading you guys, this is our favorite terrain. We're going to air. Nobody rolled a natural 1, so you guys do succeed and are getting to not roll on the hazards table, but instead roll on the encounters table. So I need somebody to roll a D8. The encounters table is a little bit kinder than everything else.
Come on,
Except-
Ranger.
Yeah, except if you roll another 1, I don't know, let's fight more daisies, I guess.
Come on, Ranger. Let's see what you got.
Imagine if we fight more daisies and we
Come
just
on,
run it
Gemini.
back. We just fucking run it back. All right, somebody roll a D8 for me.
We're working on it.
Oh, come on, please be a
Yeah.
1.
I know, if it's a 1, that'd be so... Oh, it was so close. It was so close. I was like, I guess we'll just run it back. We'll just do more daisies then, I guess. I don't know. We're just gonna keep fighting daisies in the Sunshade Grove.
Daisy fighter.
Oh, boy. Oh,
Uh-oh.
mom's gonna be so unhappy about this. See, this should be fine, in my opinion, in my personal. Yeah, I think you already know what's coming up. My mom feels it deep in her soul what's coming up.
Ow.
I feel like it's fine, but I feel like my mom's gonna disagree.
Ooh.
But you guys are going through as my mom is getting attacked IRL by cats.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, ooh, careful. But as you guys continue to traverse through the Sunshade Grove, with Gemini kind of leading the charge, trying to be very careful about where you guys are stepping, trying to take, the brightest path possible, but now, and this is getting around, it's a little bit afternoon now with your short rest. It's now airing about 1 o'clock. You guys travel for like another hour. It goes about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But at this point, Gemini, it is you're getting to the parts of the Sunshade Grove as you guys are going deeper that you're finding less and less sunlight. You're finding less and less as you go on. As the Sunshade Grove, like these very tight trees, the big canopies over top, they're very beautiful trees, but the deeper that you go in, the harder it is to obtain the sunlight. And it is now, I'm going to say, dim light right now. It is dim light for everybody, except for Gemini. You can ignore this. Gemini is the only one who has dark vision, but Gemini, you keep this in mind as you know that the rest of your party is like everything's getting a little bit darker for everybody. But with this going up ahead, I'm going to say Gemini, I believe you have the highest passive perception, but what is everybody's passive perception?
15.
15.
mine says 11, but I thought
Okay.
we did something. No, mine is 11. Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, 11.
13.
13.
So 13.
Also 13. Okay. Yeah, with the 15, Gemini, and you're leading the charge, and you get a sense of it before you had a moment. There's a couple times that you tracked it, and you were seeing signs of like a little bit of like some, you're seeing like, some, seeing some feces, you're seeing some like a little kind of like tracks, but you were keeping track of what you thought were potentially some kind of canine or, maybe foxes, maybe, you're trying to keep track because you never know what it might just pop up here in the wildlife of these woods. And then sure enough, you catch eyes on it first as you see just up ahead, just small, like, going across from one bush to another, just walking around, but you do see a wolf that is up ahead, and you realize up ahead that there is, in the area, looks like is kind of like, you see kind of stalking this wolf, this kind of gray pelt of this wolf is kind of like down, a little bit as it's hunched a little bit, moving across the ground. And then you see one of them, a different one, stick up its head and sniff the air, and you realize that there are wolves in the area that are hunting, that are looking. They don't seem to notice you yet. They don't notice you at the moment, but Gemini, you notice them first. Wolves, guys, it's fine, right? It's fine.
What? Wolves?
There are wolves ahead.
How do you talk to them like you talked to the dogs before?
She can't technically talk to the wolves. That's true.
They're dogs, right? Come on.
Strictly speaking.
Strictly speaking.
I don't think the wolves want to talk to me.
Introduce us, Joe. Introduce us.
But I will say, Gemini, I will say, Gemini, you know that if you guys are not careful, the wolves will spot you pretty soon if you guys don't do something about it. Whether you guys choose to attack or try to hide and try to go around them is up to you.
Can we, alter our course to go around?
You can, but that will require a stealth check.
Oh, good thing we're all quiet now, right?
Yeah, good thing you're all quiet and not yapping. It's fine.
No one has any clanky armor anymore. Everyone's dressed out in their new stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, Yvonne, shut up.
Hide.
Yeah, unless there's a spell that can help with this.
That's why I waited. That's why I waited to say everybody roll for stealth check. But you don't have to. I know it's a big spell and you might not want to use it yet. So I get you. I get you. Are you or are you not wanting to cast a spell, Gemini?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
I will cast Pass Without a Trace.
Yes. All right.
This spell masks you and your companions from detection for up to 1 hour.
Yes.
And everybody has to stay within 30 feet of me.
Yes.
Okay.
You take a moment, Gemini, and you're already in dim lighting, and being the gloom stalker, which you are, you focus for a moment, and all of you kind of watch suddenly as the shadows for a moment suddenly all seem to cling towards Gemini as there's just like this kind of darkness forms around her before it becomes almost like camouflage. It becomes almost then translucent as like you suddenly the darkness kind of fades, and so does her body almost as pieces of your body begin to almost look like just regular parts of the forest. You move your arm and you do still see your arm, but then you also see just like almost as if you're almost translucent. You see like a little bit of like just the shrubs, the ground, a little bit of the tree bark. As everybody now, with your stealth checks, gets a +10 bonus to stealth for the next hour.
Instead of our stealth proficiency?
No. Plus your stealth proficiency.
Oh.
Yeah, you get your stealth proficiency +10 bonus.
If you're not careful, Gemini, you're going to be Percy's new favorite person.
Welcome to level 5. So I need everybody to roll a stealth check, but I do want to ask who has disadvantage, because I know we did buy some new armor and stuff, but what armor did we buy?
Yvonne.
Do we have? Yeah,
Yvonne
Yvonne's got
has it.
disadvantage still. Does Splint? Hang on, let me check. Does Splint have disadvantage or not? I don't remember.
Yes.
It does. Splint does have disadvantage, so
Pretty sure I do.
yes. So Agamemnon also has disadvantage. Gemini, what armor are you wearing now? What's your get up? Are you still at disadvantage? Scale mail. So yes, you're also at disadvantage. So still everybody at disadvantage but Percy. But remember now you guys have a +10 extra bonus.
Percy is standing 29.9 feet away from everyone else.
Just at the very edge. You're like, I want to be within 30 feet, but I'm 29 point, maybe like 8-9.
Yeah.
in the roll. Fantastic. All right, everybody give me stealth checks.
Oh, okay, that's good. I get an unnatural 20 with that. Thanks
Nice,
to,
yeah.
Trace.
Fantastic. That's without a trace.
Ooh.
Remember disadvantage, guys.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, we're fighting some wolves. Folks. Oh my god! Come on, guys! no, seriously.
28.
Did you just roll three? You just rolled 2 3s in a row, Mom?
I did.
Oh,
I did.
cool. But you have a
James,
pretty.
is it yours? It just
But
No,
we still-
there it is. No, it was almost good.
Still a 13.
I
Nice.
was 17.
Right?
17. Okay. Agamemnon.
Oh, Yvonne rolled an 18.
You rolled an 8. Nice. Yo, stealth. Having that +8 helps so much, guys. So 18 for Yvonne. So okay, so everybody tell me what your guys' stealth is. Cause there's a lot of rolls. There's a lot of rolls going on. Okay, 20. 20 for Percy.
17.
17 for Gemini. I need the other 2 people's rolls.
Soul got 18.
Soul's 18. Okay.
I don't know what James got.
And then
It's
Agamemnon.
disadvantage plus 10.
Well, this is so this
Real
is stealth.
3 plus stealth.
So yeah, 3 plus stealth plus 10.
3 plus stealth.
Mhm.
So I have 1 stealth.
Okay,
Nice.
so
So
4.
you're 14.
So 14.
So-
Okay, gotcha.
That's
So-
what
Yeah.
I thought. Plus
Okay,
11.
Yeah.
so 14 is the lowest.
Not
correct?
bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad.
That's
Yeah.
not bad. Okay, so 14
That's good for
is
us.
That is so much.
Really
Yeah,
good for us.
it's really good for you guys. Yeah, with getting all these 3s, the 14 is the lowest. And you know what? I'm
Come
gonna.
at me.
You know what? I'm gonna be benevolent today. Because
Yeah.
instead of rolling for the perception of wolves, I'm gonna go off their passive perception, and these wolves have a passive perception of 13.
Yeah.
So with Pass Without a Trace active, you guys, become this quiet, silent force as you guys quietly try to follow Gemini. Even with the clanking, the still a little bit louder than you would like, but it conceals you enough with this translucent magic, kind of veiling over you as you guys are able, and now all 4 of you, as you guys get close enough and try to go around, you're able to see, this kind of pack of wolves as you see about 6 wolves kind of going through, kind of sniffing around and kind of like, kind of smelling before ears perk up, and for a moment you think hears and smells you before they dart off in another direction, seeming to find and chase something else. And you guys are very easily able to continue on and push onward.
Yeah.
All right.
I always get
That's so
scared when a
cool.
DM says, I'm going to be benevolent. That always means one of 2 things. Normally it means something evil is up ahead and they don't want us to waste any more spell slots. That's just my anxiety talking. That's just my outward fear talking. It may not be true.
It's just my fear talking. It's my fear. It's fine. It's fine.
We're going to fight another dog, aren't we? That's what we're going to do. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Now we're going to go ahead, everybody, as you're able to very quietly are able to go through. I need everybody to give me another survival check. As you now have 2 successes.
Oh,
You're
no.
moving forward. You're two successes overall. And now I need another group survival check as you guys are able to pass the wolves.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, here it is. Here it comes.
Can't believe you're on an... Oh, wow.
Here it comes.
We get the
Gemini,
plus 10. Yes, we
you do have advantage, Gemini. You do have advantage.
Sorry, Percy, were you starting to say something? I didn't quite hear you there.
Yeah, I said it's going to be easy and we're going to get plus 10.
Yeah,
for this,
it's gonna be easy. Oh, even the advantage. The highest was an 8.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's
Well,
the what is your guys' survival checks? What's your totals?
I got 5.
Oh, okay, that's a failure. That's 1 failure.
Uh,
Hey, do Yvonne next. Do Yvonne next.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yvonne.
okay, that's a failure. I rolled a 1.
Yep,
you.
that counts. And I will say as a
Double failure.
it counts as a group check. It counts as 2 failures. So
Oh no! I
Three-
was joking.
it's that's for real. That's how I rule that. If it's a natural 20, it's 2 successes. If it's a nat 1, that's 2 failures on a skill check. So that is
Oh, the
3
daisies
failures.
happened after a success. The daisies happened after a success.
So what was Agamemnon and Gemini? What were your guys' survival?
8.
8 total
12.
and 12. I will say out of that would have been 4 failures and 1 success. 12 is the DC.
Oh, no.
But for the first time, we're gonna roll on the hazards table, and
All
I
yours,
need,
Yvonne. It's all yours, Yvonne.
and I
It's all
need,
yours, buddy.
as you guys are not able to traverse forward, and instead encounter a hazard, and I need somebody to roll a D6 for me.
Come on, Yvonne. Come on, Yvonne. You got this.
Yvonne.
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Nice.
3.
Solid 3.
Oh, poor
Solid
Yvonne.
3.
Poor Yvonne. Yvonne's gonna hate this.
Oh,
So,
What are
Uh-huh.
you doing?
with the hazards, as you know, with the success, it means you move forward and are able to continue forward into further and deeper into the grove. With every hazard that comes up, that's not moving forward, so you're not progressing. You're still only at 2 successes of moving into the Sunshade Grove. And as you guys are going through, able to very quietly, get through and away from the wolves, and it's still this dim light, and it's acting in your advantage as you still have, for just a little bit longer, you guys still have Pass Without a Trace up, and you guys are still going through, but the thicket becomes this thicket of denser, like everything becomes denser than you expect. The trees suddenly get extremely, you almost feel claustrophobic with the trees stacking on top of each other, all of these bushes just everywhere as you guys traverse through, and as you're maneuvering, trying to get through all of this foliage, you realize at a certain points that you have to, unless turning back, Gemini's like, this is still the best path forward, and it sucks to do it, but you guys just have found yourself in this, having to just get past it, having to wade in between being knee-high to waist-high in foliage. And I need, as you're having trouble moving through this area, as Gemini has deemed it, that it's not dangerous, there's not poison here, but it's just difficult. But I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw as you're trying to move through here.
My second worst stat.
Second worst stat.
Oh,
let's go,
now
Yvonne,
he
that's
rolls.
funny.
Now he rolls
Let's
a natural 20.
go.
Okay.
Let's
I see how
go. Dex
There's
saves.
nothing I haven't done before.
Dex save. Yeah, this is nothing I can traverse through this. Easy.
I got 15.
15. You succeeded.
Yeah.
11.
You have failed.
Ooh.
So,
Of course we
Yvonne.
did.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yes. Yvonne with the natural 20. You've succeeded. Gemini. Is it 10?
7.
7. You know what? I'm going to say, because of the situation, because of what this is, I am going to give you advantage, because this is still technically forest and terrain. I'm going to give you advantage on this. Oh! What height?
This one,
8!
8. That's what that was,
Baby! 8! Alright, that's 2 failures. For those who have failed, as you're going through the thicket, trying your best to maneuver through here, you don't realize that the ground underneath all of this foliage is uneven. And as you're trying to get through, you end up, so is that Gemini and Agamemnon, you're going through and you just hear, all of you kind of hear this crunch as you realize it's not sticks that got crunched, but your footfalls hit into divots, and you kind of twist your ankles as you kind of hear like these, almost like the pain, kind of like goes up, and you don't take damage, but Agamemnon and Gemini, your speed is now halved until you take a long rest.
Ooh.
After twisting up and injuring your feet, you guys now have halved speed.
Great.
So yeah, so mark that down, that you guys are healing from twisted feet. As you guys have kind of fucked up a little bit in traversing. But you may continue to carry on and move forward. And I need more survival checks from everybody.
More.
Yeah. We're trying to get to those 3 successes, my friend. We're only at 2
Oh, we need
successes.
to do another one, do we?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, Gemini, you
Okay.
still have advantage, Gemini.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, survival is
Okay.
+1. 13.
13. Okay, nice. That's a success.
22.
That's a success.
Yeah, we can't fail this now. Boom! Look at that.
Nice. All right.
16.
16, that's a success. That's 3 successes to, I'm assuming, Yvonne, that's a failure with the natural 4. What is yours? Yeah! But still, with 3 successes, that is a group success. And so with that, you are able to get 3 successes. I do need somebody to roll me another D8.
Come on, James.
Now
Your
you guys
turn,
are getting
buddy.
into the deep depths of the Sunshade Grove.
Give us that D8, James.
D8,
Really sure you want me to
Come
do
on,
that?
oh yeah.
Yes, are you really sure?
Boom! Look at that. Sorted.
5.
Lucky
I
number
literally,
5.
you'll be so happy. I literally have it written down. This is one of the few things on the list. 5 on my encounters list says, clear path, no encounter, no hazards.
Lucky number 5.
Yes, as you're able to, get through here and go through. You and Gemini are kind of a little tender-footed as you're kind of limping a little bit as you guys are trying to like every movement on that one foot just kind of stings a little bit. You're like, I don't think it's broken, but it's not pleasant. But you guys are able to traverse through. Gemini, being the lead on this, there's a moment that there's a couple times as you guys, this is now getting to about, with the hazard that popped up, we're getting to a little bit later in the afternoon, a little bit towards evening time. It's like maybe about 5 o'clock in the afternoon that you're traversing through, and you're seeing, there's been a couple times as you go through, and I'm going to have you roll a few times. And if somebody would like to assist Gemini, you may, but Gemini is going to be, I'm going to say you're going to be the one that has to roll. I would like you to give me some either, well, if you want to just keep on that survival train going, we can keep on that survival train, or investigation. As there's a couple of things that have come to mind for you that you're like, wait a minute, and are trying to discern now deeper here, of certain pathways that are opening up. That you guys would be able to traverse towards.
Okay, survival for sure.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a survival check with, which actually you don't. If it's survival, you're one with the forest. You're totally fine. Go ahead and give me a survival check. And you have hang on, let me pull up Ranger. I think you just get to double your proficiency. I'll say that you don't get advantage, but you're with your natural terrain. We'll do it as if it was like your favored foe kind of thing going on. Because what's your... Oh, here we go, yeah. Natural Explorer, your proficiency bonus is doubled for this skill. So you get to double your proficiency bonus for these checks. So give me, for the first one, give me a survival check. So what this is going to be for your survival...
Ooh, nice.
18. So how this is going to work for 18, it's just like, I was giving you just the extra because we were doing group checks, but now we're going to do it like it's your actual ranger stuff. So what you get to do is, this is your wisdom plus, I believe, 6, because it's double your proficiency bonus.
Oh, so it's a wisdom check?
It's a survival check, but because this is your favored terrain, as a ranger, you have an ability called, your ability is Natural Explorer, and because of that, your proficiency bonus is doubled.
So wouldn't that be +9 instead of plus? Because, okay, my wisdom
I said it's wisdom plus 6. So what is your wisdom?
Okay.
I don't know what your wisdom is.
So 27.
Good lord. 27. All right, with the first one, 27. You easily catch wind of human foot tracks. You catch that there's a tracks of some boots and stuff, and you kind of, with a 27, you see that they lead off in a certain direction, and you're able to see and discern that there was a campfire. But it's that there's like remains of what would have been a campfire and a resting site. You realize that there was one humanoid, I should say, that there was one humanoid that was here, that was resting. And with a 27, you can discern that this campfire is old. that this campfire it's maybe been about a week. It's maybe been about a week since somebody has camped here, but they go off in a certain direction, and you just, in your heart of hearts, this deep into the Sunshade Grove, hours and into some of the deepest parts and some of the treacherous parts of the Sunshade Grove. Not a lot of people would opt to be here, but considering the tracks, considering the campfire, and they even for you, like, they did as good of a job as they could to try to not be tracked as best they could. You know, they tried to, like, not leave any food scraps, no remains to attract animals or anything like that. Like, they were here with purpose. The only person that you would know of that would be here with purpose is Sullivan Kane. And you have in your heart of hearts, you have a feeling that these foot tracks, where they lead, would, even though they're a week old, you've picked them up on a 27, and you think that you could follow them and able to go that direction. I will say, in the same direction, that are a little bit fresher, but are also following, you realize on a 27, despite potentially Sullivan's best efforts to try not to let anybody follow him, you are not the first person to catch wind of his trail. There is a non-humanoid footprints that you catch on, and it's strange because you would almost think maybe, like, you don't remember Sullivan having any, like, pets or having, like, a, like, travel ox or anything with him. Plus, it's, you know, like, something to, like, you know, kind of carry, you know, his belongings. Plus, too, the tracks are fresher than his tracks. Like, the tracks are maybe 3 days old, but they are hooved. You see these tracks, they almost resemble, you're like, are these cow tracks? Goat tracks? Like, they're and it's strange too. And it kind of throws you off a little bit even more, because on a 27, you're picking up these, like, kind of goat-looking tracks and realize very quickly that this creature, whatever it is bipedal. This is not a regular goat or cow or an ox. This is some kind of bipedal creature that has these kind of hoof tracks that about 3 days ago also picked up on Sullivan's trail and it followed him, or followed that direction. And that's what you get from that. If you would like, go ahead and give me a second and final survival check.
Another group's. Oh my word.
No, just do it. Just do it. So 14 plus 9.
Nope, I don't know why it rolled. Oh, luckily. Luckily.
Percy ate shit, meanwhile, while he just tripped and, I don't know, fucking died. I don't know.
I don't know how to stop the dice to roll once I've selected it. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
You can't click disable because that just rolls it, so.
Yeah. So 9. So what is that, a 23? Is that a 23 then, Gemini? Oh, Gemini? Do we have Gemini? Uh-oh. You're muted. You've muted yourself for whatever reason. I see the icon on Discord that you've muted yourself. There you go.
Sorry, I got a phone call.
Traumatized by that information.
Oh, no worries.
23.
23, yeah. With a 23, you also realize, because knowing what you, and I will say too, because with the 23, what you know, the little bits of what you know about Sunny Polkweed and what you've been told from Isoline,
Oh, yes.
there is it's unfortunate, and you know it's unfortunate. But then you also know that's probably why you were requested to find it specifically. Because you realize that the areas, because you're like, well, you know Sunny Polkweed, and you've been told, and you're understanding that Sunny Polkweed grows in the darkest parts of the Sunshade Grove. That it likes very dark, cool areas to grow, and a lot of vegetation. You do see a kind of like you pick up a trail on a 23, kind of in a totally different direction of where Sullivan and this bipedal goat tracks lead off to. You do see that there is, you think, a pathway and a way that goes a little bit deeper, a little bit sunken into the forest that could be a little treacherous, but you think could lead you to Sunny Polkweed. And that's what you have picked up on.
I would take that to the group and let them know that we could possibly find some Sunny Polkweed in this direction.
Yes, let's go. Off. Yes, please, lead on. Let's go.
Probably dangerous.
Go. Let's go.
Is that the exact phrasing you use?
Probably.
Yes.
I see. In that case, continue.
I think we should.
Wait, Gemini, you only told them about the Polkweed. Just as a heads up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just said it's dangerous.
Yeah, you said it's dangerous and you ended it there. You said nothing else. Yeah.
Oh, well, it's probably dangerous, but we could go in this direction to get the Sunny Polkweed.
Yes.
But I've also picked up tracks of possibly Sullivan Kane.
I don't know what that is. I think
in a
the Polkweed's
different
more
direction.
important. No idea who that Sullivan Kane person is, but the Polkweed we know is important. We should go.
Also, I've been beside myself trying to figure out which check I want to do this for, but also, too, while you're explaining that, Gemini, give me an Arcana check. This would fall in the intelligence about this area, so you still
Can
get
I
your
assist
ranger.
with that?
Nope, but you still get but because it's an intelligence check, I'm gonna still say this is still technically, I'm gonna say it's related to your favorite terrain, so it is still plus the additional 6 proficiency bonus.
Okay, let's see. So plus 8. Oh, 10.
What's your Arcana? Is your Arcana flat? What's your Arcana?
No, my Arcana's plus 2.
Okay, so 4 plus 6. Oh, yeah, 10. I get you. I get you. So with a 10... No, yeah, with a 10, I'm going to say it occurs to you that you're like, I really don't know. Like, you feel a little bit at a loss because magical stuff is kind of, it's not really the thing that you're best at. You're good at tracking, you're good at hunting, evading, but magic, and you're thinking about it in these two paths, in these two different directions, you're still just beside yourself of like that voice of Hypnos and meet in the Sunshade Grove. You're like, we know that you have a feeling that you have to be somewhere here in this area. You feel like you're kind of in the right spot, but you still kind of just feel at a loss. You're like, I know I have to be deep somewhere, probably in the heart of the grove, but you're still wondering in the back of your mind of how and where am I going to meet Hypnos.
Okay. All right. Well, I think we should try to find the Sunny Polkweed.
Yes, I agree. Yep.
I agree.
Wait, so did you not explain Sullivan Kane to the group? You just like
No,
that.
Percy has no idea who Sullivan Kane is, has no interest in
Sullivan Kane is this way. Let's go.
Yeah,
Sullivan
exactly.
Kane is a,
Who's the
Sullivan Kane is a very powerful wizard.
He's
Very
a very powerful wizard.
powerful wizard.
And he was here in this area.
And
He was
yes.
here. Okay, detect magic. Percy doesn't even think twice. Detect magic in the area.
Detect magic. Let's go.
Why
okay.
not? Why not?
I'm going to say because of things going on, I need you to actually give me an Arcana check with this.
Okay. 15.
15. All right, with a 15, and your detect magic up.
I don't ritually
There's-
cast it. I just use a spell slot. It's
Yeah.
done instantly.
Yeah. You're like, what? You detect magic. What you get, You do get a sense immediately.
Okay.
Something flares. That's not from your party. It's unusual to you. It feels strange because it's not, you're hearing, you see, wizard, detect magic, and you're kind of, Gemini's kind of showing the area of like where like the campfire and stuff is at. And you get the sense of like, you sense something flares and you feel the magic. And I'm going to say with a 15, you're because you're trained in Arcana, like you're trained in Arcana, and you pick up on this kind of Fey-like magic.
Fey-like magic
In the trees.
Oh, up in the
you.
trees. Okay.
Okay. Up in the
Okay,
trees
yeah.
near you is what you. It's a kind of a small energy, but you feel it up there nearby. Like almost directly up above where you guys are at right now.
I act casual, and I just say to Gemini, like, Gemini, there seems to be somewhat of a fey entity in that tree. Just calm, natural, relax, chill. Okay.
Do you say this quietly? You're saying this quietly to Gemini.
I message it.
Okay. Oh,
Investigation
message.
check.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just do my cantrip message, and I was like, there's something up in the tree.
Okay.
Fey-like, chill, relax.
Perception check. Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check. Gemini, you don't have disadvantage because you have dark vision.
Oh yeah, the Sunshade Grove.
And,
Sunshade Grove.
Emphasis on shade.
Shade! Yeah, the emphasis on shade! But yeah, perception check, Gemini. That's fine.
Okay, and do I have advantage?
You do not.
Because it's a wisdom check.
You do not.
Oh.
Because this is not, because it's normally, because like the Natural Explorer, it's wisdom and intelligence checks to your favorite terrain. This is not about your favorite terrain. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's okay, because it's +6. So, here we go. With,
Oh. So
9.
9. You look up. You're
Don't
very
look so
quietly.
wildly around,
Yeah,
Gemini.
you're kind of
Chill.
looking up, and you just see the trees, Gemini. You see it's
You see
darker,
it.
but I mean,
You
like,
see
you
it,
kind of
Gemini.
see the these thick foliage of the Sunshade Grove, and it's still beautiful even in this kind of darker, kind of eerie ambiance, because you do still see like the trees prepared for fall as they got like this gradient of green and reds and orange and brown, kind of like moving down in the trees, but you see nothing in the branches.
Okay.
Cool. Do you see it?
I don't see anything.
What do you mean you don't see anything? I pointed out which trees you're supposed to be. Okay. I don't know yet if it's a creature or something, an item
Are you
that's been
sure,
trying to...
I'm gonna
Percy?
say-
I don't see a thing.
Percy, because your detect
Sorry?
magic is up for 10 minutes, correct?
Yeah.
While you're having this conversation and Gemini doesn't see it, you sense this magic move. Just a little bit.
Oh.
But it is
it's a
moving.
creature.
It's not something that
it's
is
a
up in the tree. Yeah, you think this is a creature.
Ah, it's a creature. Okay. I just go, fuck it. And I say out loud, hello? Don't need to be frightened. We're friends. Gemini, if you can talk to animals, this would be fantastic right about now.
Mm-hmm. Give me a persuasion check.
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh, Lord.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
you.
Yes, you. You're the one that called out.
Oh,
We're friendly.
17?
17. There's a moment of pause. You sense the thing. You're looking up. You see nothing with your passive perception. And you feel and sense, like you feel that tingling of this very light, kind of strange fey magic that kind of makes the hair on your neck stand up a little bit. And you sense that it comes down from the tree. And then you're looking and you sense it, you feel it, you're seeing, you're like, this, it's here somewhere, but you see nothing. You see nothing as you sense the movement of this energy coming down from the tree to about maybe 10 feet away from your party. that it's just like as if it's just kind of almost like it's kind of hovering, just it's there, but you see nothing. You're like, what? It's maybe, does it fly? You don't know, but you say, but you said that you're friendly.
Yeah, I get down on my haunches like I'm talking to a dog and go, "Oh, that's a magnificent trick. I have to say, I'm impressed."
You hear this of this little light giggle of and then you hear and you hear like this little giggling before you hear this. Oh, hang on. Notes. I found the notes. But you hear, like I said, you sense this magic, and you sense this going through, and you hear the of this light, kind of strange, like reverb in the giggling, and you hear, "Why, thank you, Percy."
Oh, you sound familiar.
And you think immediately as you go, "Wait a minute," and something crosses in your mind that you think,
Goblin camp.
You think this might be coriander. As you sense
Coriander,
the presence.
if I'm not mistaken.
You,
No one else knows me by my full name.
Percy, it's nice to see you again.
It's nice to know that you're there.
As she comes, you see it comes forward, and then visible, now coming out of invisibility, is the sprite that you guys had encountered in the Bristling Pines before at the Goblin Camp. But you do see Coriander with her mini, this kind of like this green, like this kind of like very like kind of green hair, but then it has like those little coriander beads, those little coriander seeds all within her hair, and her very light translucent wings, as she kind of hovers there in front of everybody. But yes, you see Coriander.
Long time no see. Have you been keeping well? Busy?
Define busy.
Keeping watch over people, making lots of notes. That
I
kind of thing.
am now.
Oh, wonderful. If it's about the daisies, that was Gemini's idea. I had nothing to do with it. That was Gemini's idea. Yep.
Daisies.
Yep, Gemini. Care to explain?
She kind of like tilts her head to one side and is looking at everyone.
Yeah.
And she comes.
You're
You're like, yeah, it's fine. She kind of comes over to Gemini, and you see that she reaches out a hand. And remind me, I believe you did allow her to touch you before. Because I have it marked that she touched Percy, Yvonne, and she touched you before too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she goes over and she goes to kind of just reaches out to touch your face, and she just goes, she really, like, before her hand makes contact, she stops and just goes, "Oh, wait, no, I remember. But I've been waiting for when all of you showed up. I have to wait no more." And with that, we will probably end the session. Yeah, suspicious grumbles. Suspicious grumbles.